hue kawakoko o na kino malui kalani malue hoe ho o lumai ana o lakai kona kahuo ma konoa
Kanoia mai ka hiki kua, ka hiki moi. Ka nai nai a oe, e ke Akua, e ola no.
Unihi ka maunai ka le'i kalani ka papa awai o waikini alai a elai no no na lo kai puha ka laula mau ka mai mai pai Ko kua, te mana Holomua, Holomua, Eo, Holo Inua. Ai, e hoi ke aloha I ni hao ea. E hoi ke aloha.
E hoi ke aloha ni I hau ea. I ka waihuna I ka paho ea e.
E hoi ke aloha.
E hoi ke aloha ni I hau ea. I ka waihuna I ka paho ea e.
Kauluhua.
Ka uluhua I ka hapapa e. Me ke ko elio halaliki ea e.
Kauluhua.
Ka uluhua I ka hapapa e. Me ke ko elio halaliki ea e.
Eia ni hoa.
Eia ni hoa maope e. O ka moku hapapa I ke kahi ea e.
Eia ni hoa.
Eia ni hoa maope e. O ka moku hapapa I ke kahi ea e.
O talalala.
Kala vela vela I ke kula e. Uli aku ke alo I ka wai ea e.
O talalala.
Kala vela vela I ke kula e. Uli aku ke alo I ka wai ea e.
Haina.
Haina ka inoa ka wahine e. No tupi ola ni no he ino.
Haina ho.
Haina ka inoa ka wahine e. No tupi ola ni no he inoa e.
Hei noa no. Tapiolani.
Aloha, and thank you for joining us today for Hui no Eao's first ever virtual art opening. My name is Lana Coriel. I am the program director at Hui no Eao. I'm standing in today for our executive director, Anna Marie Forsyth, who couldn't be here today, but she sends all of her gratitude for everyone that's tuning in online who's part of this unique celebration. We are so excited to celebrate Mālama Vau Akua with you. This is such a great partnership and collaboration with East Maui Watershed Partnership. I'd really like to congratulate all of the 74 artists whose work is so beautifully displayed in our gallery, beginning tomorrow through November 7th. Our gallery is open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, so please come in and see us. I'd also like to recognize the entire community of artists who submitted work for this show. We had 182 pieces to choose from, so that made the work of our incredible jurors quite difficult. Mahalo to jurors Abigail Romanchek and Woody Mallinson, who had this difficult task. They did a wonderful job. I'd also like to thank East Maui Watershed Partnership and everyone who works at that incredible organization. We have partnered with them for several years, and it has been such a wonderful collaboration. It's an honor to be part of the show because we get to use the arts as a vehicle to celebrate all of the work that they do throughout the year. It's amazing to see these incredible species up close depicted by artists, and we really get to celebrate the conservation work that's done by East Maui Watershed Partnership. We really enjoy working with Dan EISENBERG and ALLISON. They have made this a wonderful process. I'd also like to thank Kumu Gordine Bailey and the beautiful dancers of Halau Vehi Vehi o Lele Hua. We look forward to their participation in this event every year, and they always make it so special. They are such a wonderful group of women, and they made this opening so special for us. I'd also like to thank the Hui's Board of Directors, our wonderful staff, and our teaching artists who work so hard throughout the year. I'd also like to thank our exhibition sponsor, Aloha Recycling. It's wonderful to see local businesses give back to support the arts, so I hope that everyone watching gives back to support them. Mahalo Aloha Recycling for making this show possible. I'd also like to thank Mayor Mike Victorino, the Maui County Council, and the Office of Economic Development who support our various projects and endeavors throughout the year. Of course, this has been a very challenging and unusual time for us all, the Hui included. And now more than ever, collaborations are so important. This is a time for us to come together and work as a team. And we are really proud to have done that for many years with East Maui Watershed Partnership, and we hope there are many more years to come. We're also really pleased that the Hui's been able to stay open and of service to the community pretty much throughout this entire time. The arts are so important for our health, for our well-being, and to the finances for many local artists. So the Hui is really pleased to be of service. If anyone watching has the capacity to give to support our incredible organization, your gift goes an especially long way right now. So we would truly appreciate your help. And I also forgot to thank Josephine, our wonderful exhibitions coordinator, who's behind the camera right now. And she has been a wonderful hard worker and very innovative during this time. And also Roberta Ann Weisenberg, one of our teaching artists, who did a great job installing this show. So thank you again to everyone who was a part of this process. We are just thrilled to welcome you, and please come in and see us Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I'd like to now introduce Dan Weisenberg of East Maui Watershed Partnership.
Thanks, Lana. Aloha out there on the live cast. The East Maui Watershed Partnership works to protect the region's primary water source and the native forests that help keep it abundant. It moves us to see the community's annual participation in Mālama Akua and the depictions of what the unique plants and animals of Maui Nui mean to all of you. We couldn't do the work that we do without the support of our major funders, the County of Maui through the Department of Water Supply, and the State of Hawaii through the DLNR Division of Forestry and Wildlife. Thanks to the Hui for their continued interest in this annual show, and the small team, Allison from East Maui Watershed Partnership, Josephine, Anna Marie at the Hui that really made this happen this year. I know it wasn't easy. You guys worked so hard. Thank you. without repeating too many of Lana's thank yous, the utmost thanks to all 125 or 24 artists that entered the exhibition. Just putting yourself out there, bringing the art from your heart is such a noble task, and we couldn't do this show without your participation. Thank you. Mahalo to the whole EMWP team, and we're going to transition to a short video here now, so to give them a chance to introduce themselves. And while that queues up, we really wish you folks could gather with us all again soon here safely. Hi, I'm Dan EISENBERG, and I'm the program manager.
Hi, I'm Allison BORELL, and I'm the Community Outreach and Education Liaison.
Hi, my name is Shannon and I'm the Program and Data Assistant.
Aloha guys, my name is NALU ANDRADE. Work for the East Maui Watershed Partnership. I'm the field crew leader.
Aloha, I'm Taylor Cook, and I'm a field crew member at East Maui Watershed Partnership.
Aloha, how's it going? My name is Rocco Bariki. I work for East Maui Watershed Partnership.
Aloha, I'm Katie and Shaw, and I'm the newest member here at the East Maui Watershed Partnership, and I'm with Kupu's Conservation Leadership and Development Program.
I just wanted to thank the Hui no Eau Visual Arts Center and East Maui Watershed Partnership for putting on this incredible juried show. It's one of my favorite juried shows on Maui, mainly because it's such an educational show. If you choose to see this show in person or online virtually, I guarantee there's something you will take away from this show that you've learned about Maui's native Hawaiian flora or fauna. I also want to thank Woody Mallinson, a field biologist from Haleakala National Park, for co-juring the show with me. I feel like it brought an added layer of credibility to the pieces that were selected this year. And as a juror, my relationship with the work is really instinctive. If a piece holds my attention or grabs my attention for a while and I'm able to see an artist's proficiency with their chosen medium, I'm likely to select that piece for the exhibit. And lastly, I want to thank every artist who admitted work to the show. I really appreciate the efforts that went into applying for this exhibition, and I wish you all the best with furthering your career as an artist. Let's see, I'm going to turn it over to Woody Mallinson, field biologist from Haleakala National Park, and he's going to talk a little bit about his juror's choice.
Good afternoon, good evening. I'm Woody Mallinson, Haleakala National Park. It was, quite a privilege to jury the show with Abby, and I learned a lot about the pieces that were that are on display here and that were presented to the Hui. And it was a really difficult decision narrowing it down. And I mean, there's some amazing artists here, and we're really lucky to have such a great artist community. That being said, yeah, we did make some selections for the Jurors' Choice Awards and quite a few other awards. And so going through the different pieces of art, there were a few of them that just really were unavoidable. And a couple of them caught our eye at the very beginning and held us still now. And one of those is this first piece here that we have, and it's Susanna Cromwell, Kuai Ula, over the shores of the Hui Aloha Church. And this one, when you guys come to visit, it's amazing. It pops right off the page. It's an amazing piece. What I was kind of looking for walking through was the connection to conservation, obviously. I mean, that's where my talent is better. So I would say, it's over, the church is over in Kaupo. This is supposed to depict an image from Kaupo. And, when you're over in Kaupo or, Kanaio or Nu'u area, it's such a dry, desolate area. When it's hot, it's like 150 degrees every day. And when you finally get the chance and you have these birds or any of the other birds that are flying overhead, it's so calming and it's so nice. And we both loved this piece, like right from the beginning. And Susanna should really feel proud about this piece. It's an amazing one, and I really hope that you guys come in and see this one. It's amazing. So I think we're going to go right over and to Abby's first pick as well. This is her first choice of work.
Thank you, Woody. One other thing I forgot to mention in my introductory is I just wanted to say that during this time of a global pandemic and where we're experiencing extreme environmental catastrophes, this show, the Mālama Akua show, has never felt so relevant and timely. And I feel like it's just an incredible opportunity to highlight Maui Nui's native flora and fauna and educate the rest of the world about our fragile ecosystem. This was my Jurors' Choice Award. It was done by Christine Helton. And it's a beautiful representation of the Ahinahina, or to many of us known as the iconic silver sword. It's a wood burning in the foreground here. The silver sword is a wood burning done by the artist, and in the background she has this beautiful light layer of oil paint. It looks like it's on a piece of perhaps birch plywood. I just think it's a really stunning piece. You can tell the artist is really familiar with her medium, and she's done a beautiful job in paying tribute to the silver sword. I also love the awareness that she's bringing, that the resource management up at the park is doing everything in their power to protect this plant. This plant was once sort of dug up by tourists and taken home as a souvenir. And Christine's message, and in her artist statement, she's just really honoring that the park is doing a phenomenal job in protecting the Ahinahina. So congratulations, Christine.
It's the one right next to it. So right here, the EAEA by Judy Bisgard was honorable mention. I kept coming back to this. I came back to this morning and I stared at it for like 15 minutes. It's a piece that holds you. I'm not a huge fan of EAEA, but it really is an amazing plant. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like the kappa type print that it has, but I really love the kind of zoomed in image of the flower here. Usually you only see the flower, up in the tree from a distance. I mean, sometimes you see it growing along ohia logs or whatever where you can access it, but I think the way that it has this zoomed in just gives you, a little bit more of a connection to, hey, this plant's not just it's a relative of hala, so it's a screw pine, so it kind of twists up the tree as a vine. But then you get to see the flower right here, which is actually, seeing it flower is actually quite rare because I think the rats like to get at it pretty quick. But just an amazing piece of art here, framed perfectly, and it keeps me coming back, and yeah, I hope you really enjoy it. We'll go into the next room for the next conversation.
This was the piece I selected for honorable mention. It's done by artist Caroline Killauer, and it's of the Koa Ekea. I think it's just a beautiful relief print. Coming from a printmaking background myself, I can so appreciate the time that went into carving this block, executing the carving and the printing with an image this scale is just really phenomenal. And the Koa Ekea is known for this really beautiful sort of symmetrical black and white patterning with their feathers, and I feel like the artist has depicted that in such a stunning way with her carving. So congratulations to Caroline Killauer for honorable mention. Kids, yeah. And then next we're going to go to the children's division. I'm going to start with our youngest artist. This was done by a 6-year-old. Her name is Astrid Brass. And I gave her the Elementary School Juror's Choice Award because we both just fell in love with this sweet watercolor painting of the kiwikiu. You know, the artist's attention to detail for a 6-year-old to be able to pull off a pointed beak and these clinging claws and all the texture on this tree branch to us was just phenomenal. And I have to read her artist statement. Astrid Brass, 6-year-old from Maui, says, "I would like to see the kiwikiu all over Maui in my future." So Astrid, congratulations. What a sweet little piece. And then we have 2 more children's selection right here. So the middle school art award for Juror's Choice goes deservedly to Zoe Mounts. Zoe Mounts is from Haleakala Waldorf School, and she did this stunning drawing with watercolor pencils of the Akohekohe. It's titled "I See You," and her artist statement reads, "The Akohekohe's flaming feathers make this native bird a sight to behold. She is exceptionally observant, so don't attempt to infringe on her ohia blossoms. She will see you." I think what caught Woody's eye, along with mine, was the depiction of this playful, flirty Akohekohe bird. And the way she drew this eye with this most expressive gaze, it's so classic of the Akohekohe to sort of stare back at you like that. And of course, its feather work is always a sight to see. Below, we'll go to Sam Spork's painting. It's another painting of an Akohekohe, and this piece is titled Akohekohe Dream. Sam writes, "This bird is so cheery and inspiring. It reminds us of the playfulness of nature." Just a wonderful little painting by Sam Spork. Congratulations for Jurors High School.
All right, next we're going to go to Conservation Professional. And this award goes to Zach Pizzillo. It's amazing. It's perfect. I mean, everything about it. It's so right here we have Nohoanu. Sorry, this geranium cuniatum. It's usually found up on Haleakala and around the 8,000 foot elevation mark. But what we have on either side of is our native pollinators, our native bees here. It's a perfect shot. I mean, these things, when you come in here, if you could zoom in on that, I mean, the thing has pollen on the back. So, I mean, the attention to detail with Zach's stuff is just really next level. He's super talented. Congratulations, Zach, on a really fabulous piece. Next, I believe we're going to go over this way towards our rarest find. And there were several rare finds throughout the show. We eventually decided to go with the Maui Akepa. You know, hasn't really been seen since 1988. The last time I saw one was, I'm just kidding, I've never seen one, and I don't really know anybody that has. I really, you know, there's hope for this in the future, but we're really not sure. But you know, it's a really great painting with the ohia, the mamo in there as well. So really good job, Casey, on your painting here. Last but not least, we have our Art of Conservation Award, and it's going to be a little bit hard to maybe zoom in on this, but what it is I guess 2 photographs, one overlaid on the other, so this is kind of explaining the KiwiCu project that's taken place, Maui forest birds. In the shot, we've got Laura Berthold with her crew, and they're holding one of our, what used to be, one of our forest birds. And, you know, it's a declining species, and it's a project that a lot of really smart people are working on, and there's a lot of dedication to this, and, you know, we're hopeful for the KiwiCu. That's all we have for our awards. We're really proud of everybody. I mean, everybody should be proud of themselves and all their art that they submitted.
Yeah, so congratulations again to everybody who is in the show and who received award this evening. 2 quick announcements. There's going to be hula to follow, so please stay online to watch the final hula presentation. And there's also a People's Choice Award. So if you view this show online or in person, please submit your selection for the People's Choice Award. Thank you so much.
Ai, akaluna o kilauea. Akaluna. Nay, nay.
Maybe when she lifts it off. Yikes. Oh, shucks, you tore it. And she braces it back to the side. I'm gonna turn the leg. Excuse me. Wait a minute. It's my birthday. You got a gap. Got a gap over here.
Ai, nani vale kui ke ana. Nani vale. Nani vale kui de anala la likaluna la okala ale ala ala no hoana okoa amanola la itabai ku au ahoela la kauana ikapa apalala la italai o mahua aitila la o taiti au ayala la evelo aido la o Maria o Emma alanila la pua o Oliva hey no ala hey no ano kaleleonalani.
Ku ka ohe, ku ka ohe, ku ka ohe. Ku ka ohe.
Ku ka ohe ohe ka ku. Ku ka ohe ohe ka ku. Ohe nahi nahi leo ka ohe. Ohe nahi nahi leo ka ohe. Ku ka ohe ohe ka ku. Ku ka ohe ohe ka ku. E kamakani la ika aina. E kamakani la ika aina. Ku ka ohe ohe ka ku. Ku ka ohe
Ekinola.
ohe ka ku.
Oku, okane, olono. Ekinolau. Oku, okane, olono.
Thank you.